Hey there guys, this is Alpes Gaming, and today, well, what's the nicest way of putting it? So, I messed up. In one of my last videos on Blue Archive, I said I reacted to a bunch of characters in that game. However, as it turns out, after recording that video, I found out that it was not every single character in the game, because after that I realized that there are certain characters that I reacted to that I thought had certain alternate costumes or certain alternate variations of said characters, and they were not present in the game. So I opted to make this into a part 2. That's more or less what I'm trying to do here, and that's what we're going to do today. But my only problem, though, my only real issue is that it's going to be real hard to try to, get through each and every single character here and not try to accidentally get something that's a duplicate. That's the only real issue here. So I'm going to try to react to... I'm gonna try to not repeat myself here and there, but thankfully that is not my job anymore. That's gonna be my editor's job, so I am terribly sorry in advance. But with that said, we're just gonna try to see if we can get as many characters as we can put in. Thankfully though, unlike that last video, they are ordered by release date. So thankfully, we will have a relatively easier time reacting to these characters. And on that note, let's get ourselves into this. Okay, I know I reacted to a bunch of these characters already. Hibiki, I remember. Haruna, yep. Nodoka. Did I react to her actually? I don't know. I actually do not remember if I did or not. I want to say I did. Yeah, I did, because she had the bear. She had the bear. Okay, so she was already in Azusa, I do remember. Tsurugi, the swimsuit variant, I definitely remember. I don't remember this, though. Mashiro, swimsuit variation. Yeah, I do not remember this at all. Just remember, guys. Just remember what I said in that last Blue Archive video. I'm still sticking to that. But with that said, it's cute. Maybe might have shown a little bit too much skin for my likes, but honestly though, it's not. It could have been so much worse. A lot worse. I probably would give this maybe a 7 out of 10. I was a swimsuit. Definitely don't remember this one. Oh yeah, I definitely have not seen this at all. Wow. It's actually nice. Yeah. I really like the details here. Yeah, look at that. This is nice. I don't remember what I gave Azusa regular, but I do think that this is at least a point above. But I think the only reason why I'm more infatuated with this one over the last one is that these details here is just mainly the details on her swimsuit, the hair, her eyes, the wings, the ornaments that she has all around her. The 9 out of 10. Hifumi, I don't remember if we did react to this one. No, I don't think so. Because there is another Hifumi that we did react to, but she had a duck bag. I think so. So I don't think I've seen this one just yet. It's adorable. Yeah, this is just cute. But with that said though, I think it's still within the same ballpark as Mashiro. It's basically a 7 out of 10, but I'd argue that it's a higher 7 out of 10. This one, Izumi, we did see. Iori, swimsuits. Definitely did not remember this one. But more like, I do remember it personally because I have played the game before. But it's more like I haven't seen this when we were doing that video. Damn! Damn! Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. Okay. Chill. I don't like the fact that these toes are detailed. Kind of cool, though. That's just way too much detail, though. Damn. Damn, yeah, the toes here, the stomach. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, the more I look at this. 8 out of 10. Hina swimsuit. Hina's swimsuit. Yeah, okay. This was not in the video that I did. The weird thing is, I'm actually more receptive towards this compared to her regular variant. And I think the only reason is because of the outfit she wore for her regular variation. This one feels more appropriate? I don't know if that's the right way of putting it, but I do think that she looks adorable. The only real issue that I do have, and I think that carries over from the original one, there's just way too much hair. There's way too much hair. Too much hair. When is it ever enough? 9 out of 10. Okay, this one we did. I don't think we did any of these two. Yeah, Neru and Karin. Yeah, Neru, I definitely haven't seen just yet. I like it, but I think this kind of takes away from the charm that she had with her regular outfit. It's not bad, but I think that there's a little more that could have been done with Neru, especially considering the jacket that she has, and especially when you consider what she had on earlier, which was this. This actually looks badass. Whereas with the bunny girl outfit, I don't hate it, but I think more could have been done. And as such, I hate to say this, but this is a 7 out of 10. A Karin bunny. I don't remember if this was here. Otherwise, if this was in the other video, you could just cut this out. But just in case, I'm gonna go and react to this one. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think this was here in the other video because there was only 2 bunnies that were in, well, 3 actually. It was actually 3 because we're also counting the one that has the blue bunny outfit. Because there's also the one that looks like Aid, and then there's also, well, her. So, on that note though, she has legs for days. Legs for days. I think she's mostly legs. Those piercing eyes. They always get me, you know? I could do without the hair here, but this is just a stylistic choice. I don't think her hair actually looks like this. It's mostly because of the lighting, but damn. Just damn. This is just good. 9 out of 10. Okay, Asuna we did. I forgot about this. How did I forget about this? I got her when I was still playing. This version of Miku. I forgot about this, man, for my old account. I don't even think it's possible to get her anymore, right? This is just an adorable interpretation. I love it. I love it. I used to be a big fan of Hatsune Miku back in the day. Nowadays, I won't say that I hate Hatsune Miku, but I'm slightly indifferent with Miku nowadays. Now, granted, I still listen to some music here and there, and I do get happy whenever I see her in other collaborations, even if said collaborations are Fortnite. But overall, yeah, this is honestly a great interpretation of Miku. A 9 out of 10. I am kind of surprised this is the only Vocaloid that we had. Then again, I haven't really played Blue Archive in a minute, so I don't know how much more is there out there. Lutsuki New Year. Definitely did not see this one. Not bad. It's the chick with the mines, right? I don't know. I like the hands. I like the overall outfit, but I think it's just the fur that she has on her neck. I don't know if I agree with that. But overall, it is cute. It's still gonna be a 7, but I still think it's cute. It's like good enough. Aru New Year. Wait, didn't we just? No, not yet. Now this is more of my style. Yeah, this is more of my thing. I like the dark colors. Again, though, the fur is a little too much, but I think considering that it matches up with the style that we have here, I think I will give it a bit of a pass. Although I can't help but think that this just looks like a furry little caterpillar that she's wearing. 9 out of 10. Yeah, Wakamo. Wakamo, my bad. Now this is something that I would wholeheartedly agree with. Look at her outfit, the lower section of her, yeah, just her bottom half, the tail, the mask, and the halo that she has up here. This is a bona fide badass right here. Had it not been for Neru, this will probably be the next one. But I think in comparison to Neru, I would be more inclined to give this a 10 out of 10, rather than like anything that's like a little lower than that. Hoshino, that's next. Alrighty, so Hoshino. Well, I mean, yeah, this is cute. I think my real issue is that it doesn't really compare to her personality that's shown in her original outfit. I think that's my only real issue when it comes to this. Do I hate the swimsuit variant for that? I don't think so. Considering that she's at the beach and she's not going to be sleeping all the time, I imagine that she's going to just, you know, go out, have fun in the sun with a bundle full of energy. Maybe that's why she was sleeping all this time. She's just storing up energy just to use it up on this one day. Or week, depending. 9 out of 10. Izuna. I don't know. I don't know about this. It's not bad, but I don't really feel that much when it comes to this character. I will say the hand sign is a nice touch. But other than that, it'll probably be a 6 out of 10. Chise. Okay, yeah. It is cute. And the toes, though. Is this different compared to... Yeah. Art style-wise, it's a little different. I guess now knowing that, though... Yeah, I very much prefer her base outfit compared to... Well, her base variant compared to this. I guess there's just something about the skin tone that doesn't really... It kind of rubs me the wrong way. Especially when you consider the color that changes between this type of white versus the red. And that's in comparison to the pinker tone that she has here on her face. And then it just does a gradient to red. This one might be a little too much, honestly. So it's still a good outfit. It's a 7, but I think this one kind of just like keeps it from being anything higher than a 7. Asumi Sportswear, Yuka Sportswear. Don't think this was here. It was not. It's not bad. I do like the different hairstyle here because I think she had twin tails in the other one, right? Yeah, she had twin tails on the other. It's at least different. But compared to Hasumi, it's nothing special. I probably would give this like a 6 out of 10. Mari Sportswear. Oh, hey, her fox ears. Nice. Her ears. It's not her regular outfit. So I remember giving this like either an 8 or a 9 for initial variation. But it's tough because you still have the some of the notes down when it comes to Mari. So it's hard. It's hard to say if I should give her a lower number or keep it the same. Nah, I think this is going to be a 7 out of 10. I think I remember giving Mari an 8 or a 9. So on that note, it might actually be a 7. Damn, that's what she used to look like? Wow. It feels so different compared to what we eventually got. That's kind of crazy. Sorry. It's different from what... It's not what we're here for. I just couldn't help but notice that there's a similar design philosophy that was done for the CBT and then to what we eventually got. That's kind of crazy. Junko New Year. Did we already get this? I actually don't remember. I don't remember if we ever did react to this one. Just in case though, compared to her first variation, it's nicer. I don't think I would ever choose this over the first one, because I think this one's got spunk. This one, not so much, though. That might be because of the softer features that this art has, but it's not bad. In fact, I would say that it's kind of good. It's still a 7, but I appreciate this. A Haruna. You know what? I like this one. I think the only reason why is because of the texture for the fur on around her neck. I think that's the only real reason. Because in the other ones that we have seen so far, this one seems to look like it's a fur texture instead of like something that's way too fuzzy. That looks more like a caterpillar. And I think it's because of the way that the lighting is used here. It makes for something that's a little better compared to what we have in the other New Year's outfits that we've seen so far. I don't know if I like that one more compared to this version of Haruna. You know what? It's an 8 out of 10. It's an 8. Okay, Fuka. Watch how you say that. Going back to the regular one. The strange thing is, I actually prefer the other one. Yeah, I actually kind of do. Part of it might be because of her outfit. Definitely her outfit. It's like marshmallows. It looks like a marshmallow. The way that her hair is styled alongside her horns. 8 out of 10. Mine, I do remember Mika. I actually do not remember if I did or not. Damn, I don't remember. So just in case, it's angelic. Maybe a little deceptively angelic. All I'm gonna say is, I've seen enough pink-haired characters to know not to trust any of them. Period. So forgive me for like, if this ends up being the quote-unquote good guy, then I'm sorry in advance. But with that said, it's still a 9 out of 10 design. I love it. Between the wings and then her dress, her face as well. There's a bit of contention with the eyes, but I do like the design of her halo. It looks unique. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Oh, bruh. Oh, bruh! Nope, we're going elsewhere. We're going elsewhere. Megu Kana Sakurako. Toki, that's the one. That's the one that we haven't seen just yet. Yeah, so the bunny girl variant, like I said before, we've only seen that one. But then, we also see this one. The regular version of Toki. That's why I was wondering, like, shouldn't there be a regular version of Toki? And yeah, there is. And the strange thing is, I prefer this over the bunny variant. I'm not so sure why. Maybe because she's less exposed and, well, not that I mind the slender look of her in the bunny variant, but I think that this one seems to strike a chord with me far more than what the bunny variant would be capable of doing. Though that might also be because the blue stranded that we saw earlier in the bunny variant is not as relevant compared to what we have here. You still see the blue streak here, but in comparison, it's not as much compared to what we have here. You know what I mean? It's a 9 out of 10 design. I still hold that Asuna is probably the best one of the CNC group, or is it like, was it CNC actually? I don't remember. Let me see. I forgot. Yeah, it is CNC. Well, you know, I don't know why, but I thought I was thinking about the group in Nikkei, but no, it is actually CNC. Well, you know, then Nagisa, definitely haven't seen her. Okay, yeah, I like this. I don't love it though. It's a little too mute for my taste. Between the colors here, it's like a little too gray, beige-ish for my personal preferences, but I will still give it an 8 out of 10. Okay, so far so good. I think we've been doing pretty good so far. So if I end up skipping one by complete accident, well, you know what the saying. Miyu? Do I remember? Not this one, because we have seen Miyu before, and it's the poor trash girl here. We're just seeing this variant right here, the swimsuit variant, and I am very uncomfortable. It sucks because I actually think that she is kind of a cute character, but the way that like she has her outfit on, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with this. I think this might be a no from me, which really sucks because I just saw this. Look at her. How can you say no to a face like this? Like, you just can't help but feel bad. Morally speaking, it's a 5 out of 10. Okay, Saki, Miyako, Hiroko, Haru? I think... I don't remember if we did react to this one. No, I don't think this showed up. But with that said, no, I think I prefer the regular outfit that she had on. This is cuter by comparison. Like a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's badly designed, but I do think that this is like a 6 out of 10. Okay, Ui. Yeah, because I remember her. Yeah. But then her other outfit. Yeah, I don't remember this one. Yeah, I haven't seen this one before. So it's nice. Yeah, I think it's nice. I would rather prefer this one, though, because I think it highlights her personality far more. But this isn't bad. I don't think this is that bad. It's still a 7, but I think with a little bit of a touch-up here and there, maybe her hair being a little more disheveled, I could probably see this making it to an 8 out of 10. But for now, it's a 7. Hinata... Oh god, Hinata. What's she gonna look like? Jesus! I really love the hat, though. I love the hat.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, her large ponytail, or however you want to call it. Her little ankle thing right here. How is it that this feels modest in comparison to what she has here? That's something that I'm, like, trying to wrap my head around. Like, her swimsuit outfit looks modest in comparison to her regular outfit. That's kind of insane to me. Nah, I'm not cool. The Lord is testing me. I just know it. Just remember. Although I will admit, though, a lot of her other outfits do not help either. This one I actually do remember, but I don't think this ever got an official variant. In fact, I think I remember seeing this in the story. Like a Bond episode, maybe. I don't remember. But anyway, going back to this. I don't know what you want me to say, honestly. I really don't know. 10 out of 10. Cheerleader, we already have that. I don't know, sportswear. I think, yeah, we did react to this. Yeah, we did. Tsumi, I do remember seeing that. Ichika, Gure Hot Springs. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So I forgot that this game had a collaboration with a certain scientific railgun, and some of the characters here are like in this game. And if you're wondering if I even watched Railgun, I did. Yeah, I actually did. Only the first season of a Magical Index and the first season of Railgun. I think my conclusion is that they weren't a show for me, but I respect people for saying that this is like that this is a good show. As someone who has like no attachment to the series before then, I think that a certain magical index and a certain scientific railgun are both good shows. Now, with that said, I've only seen the first season of each of them, so I don't really have an affinity towards anything after that. Although I have heard that they weren't, like, the later seasons weren't as good, especially the recent most ones. But with that said, we're not talking about the recent most ones. We're just talking about their interpretations here. So this one is Saten Ruiko. I think my only issue though is that, like, I think because of their designs from their shows, they do come off as generic. But that doesn't mean I hate them. Well, although I think Saten might actually be one of the least original ones in terms of design. So on that note, this might end up being a 5 out of 10. Shoko Misaki. I think it's because of the art style, but I don't think I'm a fan of this. No, not really. I don't hate the design, but I think it's because of the art style that the artist chose for the Railgun girls. They don't really come off as good for me, especially considering that I'm so used to seeing them in a different style. But then again, plenty of other characters in other gacha games have differing art styles, and they seem to complement it better. But in this case, I don't think it matches up that well, especially when you consider some of the characters that are in their respective shows. I'll just put up like a couple of images here and there just to illustrate a point. And it's that they don't really seem to match up with what they have in those shows. And then you look at Blue Archive's interpretation of the said characters. This one, man, I don't know. It's like, I prefer this over Saten, but it's a 6 out of 10. Although with that said, I am kind of curious about what they did with Mikoto. It's better. I'd probably say that she's probably the best interpreted compared to the last two characters, but not by much. I'm actually not sure if they're basing off of the original source material, and I'm not talking about the anime. I'm more talking about the light novels that they came from, or whatever original source material they came from. But considering that I'm more used to the anime, this just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. It's still a 7 because I think that Mikoto is better interpreted here compared to the other two characters that we have reacted to just recently. But it's still, I don't know. I might need to like think about it a little harder, but I think it's a firm 7 out of 10. Didn't I see Ibuki earlier? Actually? No, I don't think I did. No. He looks way too small. I will say though, this does look kind of cute. Kind of gives me that Cookie Sanban vibes from Codename Kids Next Door. Kind of. Though that might be because of the sleeves. Honestly, it's cute. It's cute. I like her little boots too. The bear right there. The bow that she has on her military hat. Really? An elementary school kid though? Wait, how old is she anyway? I'm gonna make an assumption here and say that it's like she's like 6 or 5, 11. So about the same age as that one character that we reacted to in the last video. I don't remember her name exactly, but even so, but still. Yeah, I would probably give this an 8 out of 10. Kodo. This one we definitely haven't seen. Damn! Yeah, relax. Stop giving me that look. This is just awesome. Yeah, the way that she has her coat just draped like that, and then her eyes that pretty much just says she's gonna kick your ass from here to Uranus. The way the halo looks, the horns. The 9 out of 10. Yeah. What can I say, man? I just love a woman who could just beat the shit out of me. Ako dress. Yeah, we have seen the regular one. Yeah, I really don't remember if we did react to this or not, but just in case. maybe slightly slender than I'm used to, but I guess it is like a good interpretation. Although I can't help but feel that in terms of poses, they just mirrored the image and then just based it off of that. Or at least it seems to be that way. I don't think so, because this is more of a facing forward with a bit of a 3/4 angle. This one's more of a to the side. Still, an 8 out of 10. Hina dress. Yeah, another Hina. Well, at least they managed to solve the hair issue. It's cute. Yeah, cute, proper. I like it. An 8 out of 10. Tsubaki Guide. No, we did react to that. Airi, Yoshimi, Kazusa. We definitely have reacted to them. Either they were relatively new or they were in the banner that we looked into. So yeah, we have reacted to them regardless. So we don't have to like see them again. Made it seem like they were like kicking them out. Kirino, not this variation. No, because we only saw one, and it was this one. So the swimsuit variant. She looks happier here compared to the original one. And I will say that I do like it. I do like this. The bright eyes, the wide mouth, the goggles, the halo over here. I like the way that her hair is tied like so, with a bit of blue, gradient along it. I think purple suits her the best though. Yeah. It's a purple here too. 10 out of 10. Atsuko, I don't think we've seen this one yet. We technically did see her before, but she had her mask on. That I remember. So this is her unmasked. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think I very much prefer the mystery behind this character. I know that I wasn't that receptive towards Atsuko earlier in that video, but at the same point, I think I very much prefer, if you had to make a character design with a mask, it probably would be like this. But once you take off the mask, I don't know, I think it kind of ruins the mystery a bit. I actually kind of preferred that we didn't see her face. Granted, it's not like people haven't seen her face before. I mean, from the looks of it, it seems like that she eventually did take off her outfit and then reveal her face. But my point is, as someone whose only introduction to her was just this, I don't know, I guess it kind of ruins the magic, you know? It's like a 4 out of 10. It's not a bad design, but I think, contextually speaking, it's pretty bad. It's like, it just kind of ruins the character for me. Shiroko Terror? What? This is a different variant of Shiroko? She looks to be older. I actually like this. I don't know if I like it as much as the regular Shiroko or the one that we have seen so far in the last videos, but it is a really good design. She looks far more mature. I like the hair, like just flowing like so. The outfit itself actually does look pretty good. I could do with like the seam being a little closed, maybe all the way up until like right here, but to me it is just a nitpick. I probably would give this an 8 out of 10 still. Then Hoshino battle variant, as opposed to what? She looks like she's ready for war. She's got a shotgun right here. Many rounds on her shield. Then she's got a sidearm too on her front. Weirdly enough, yeah, she's ready to battle. I think the only thing that kind of ruins it is the shoes, but you know what? Considering the setting that we're in, I'll allow it, I guess. One of the few things that I think she's missing might be a helmet. I think that's the only thing that might be missing from this design alone. Well, again, aside from the shoes, I think a helmet would go hard on this design. So overall, I think this would have to be a 9 out of 10. A Saori swimsuit. We have seen her before, so now we see her in a beach outfit. You know what? I don't know if I like that, actually. No, I actually very much prefer her regular outfit and her dress outfit. They actually look good in comparison. The best way to put it, it's kind of unremarkable. I don't think there's like a lot to dissect from this one. So this would have to be like a 6 out of 10, for me at least. Hiyori swimsuit. Yeah, we have seen Hiyori before. The one that looks scared. So now we have the swimsuit variant. I can see why she has a lot of fans. I see 2 big reasons why she has so many fans. Her sunglasses. I mean, look at those aviators, man. That actually looks kind of cool. I mean, imagine her like photoshopping that onto her face. That would actually look pretty cool. 9 out of 10. A Mine Idol. Yeah, we haven't seen these ones yet. For an idol outfit, it's not bad. My only issue is it doesn't really match up with the rest of her body. Because I think if this was of a different, lighter color, it would probably be better. But the darker colors, I don't think matches up with what she has on. Be it the hair, the wings, the eyes. Something needs to change. Something definitely needs to change. It's a 6 out of 10. Akurako. Now see, this is much better. I think the darker colors complement her with this outfit. This is actually, like, I would probably say a much better idol here. But I think it's made a little better with the stockings that she has on. The lines that she has right here that just, like, flows along her leg. Like, that's actually a good idea. Although, well, I think the only thing that's a little strange is just the gloves here. Like, I think this is just a personal thing. I just don't know if I agree with, like, with gloves that go all the way to up to, like, here. It's just a personal thing. Maybe someone could explain to me, like, how that's supposed to work, or how that's supposed to be, like, you know, good. But this is just a nitpick. I personally think that everything else about it near perfection. So on that note, it's a 9 out of 10. A Mari Idol. Damn, even she has an idol variant. Had it not been for the flower and the bow that she has on here, I think this probably wouldn't have worked as well. But this does match up nicely. It's not as good compared to the last one, but I do think that it fits far better for her compared to mine. So as such, this is going to be an 8 out of 10. Might be a bit of bias here, but screw you, it's my video. This is the part where I said to myself, yeah, this is one of the reasons why I thought that there was going to be more. And that's because these were limited characters. So Karin school uniform outfit. God damn it, this actually looks nice. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it matches up with her nicely. It's the blue that's doing it. The blue cardigan that she has on. I think that it matches up with her specifically. Or just honestly, like any dark colors that she has on would probably match up with her nicely. And that kind of goes with like what she has on so far. And it's like the bunny outfit. And you could argue that the outfit that she has on for her regular outfit, like it matches up as well. Same thing with this one. I just think that with her, almost any outfit that's like dark would match up nicely. And as such, this was 9 out of 10. Seiya, I don't think I've seen her yet, right? This is cute. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. This is just cute as hell. Might be a little too bright for my eyes, but I do like the way that her hair looks, the way that her ears look so fluffy. Yeah, the lines right here as well. The hair that flows all the way down. Again, maybe cut it, but stylistically speaking, it looks nice. It's a 8 out of 10. Asuna school uniform. Gee, I wonder if there's gonna be any bias behind this. I don't know what you want me to say. The only thing I will say that is a little strange is her mouth. That's it. It just looks like they just used an airbrush just to finish up her mouth. And alongside that, her smile. Though, well, I can't unsee it anymore. it just looks like that she has one large tooth in her mouth. Look, I love Asuna. I really do. But now I can't unsee the large tooth in her mouth, man. It just ruins what's an otherwise perfect character design, man. 10 out of 10. I'm biased. Screw you. Okay, where are we now? I think we're almost there, right? Yeah, almost. So Neru. Cool uniform. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So this is her maid outfit for CNC, which, yeah, looks pretty badass. Then we have the Neru bunny one. I mean, it's good, but like I said, it kind of loses its charm. It lost its charm with what we had earlier. But here, though, unkempt, rebellious, this is actually better compared to her regular outfit. To me, this definitely screams Neru. 10 out of 10. This is the 10 out of 10 design. I don't care. This is perfection to me. Ooh, CBT variation? Hold on. What did we have before? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Bro, hold on a minute. Hold up a minute. Funny enough, we didn't really lose that much from the CBT. I'd argue, if anything, it's rougher. Yeah, it's a little rougher here. A little more detailed. Either interpretation works. Neither one doesn't really seem to overpower the other. Damn. That's actually kind of cool. I very much like the CBT one. I think, personally speaking, though, I like what we have and then the CBT equally. Okay, let's see. Ray, we did. Saori dress. Aoba? I think from here on out, I think, with the exception of these swimsuits here, I think from this point on, we're going to have a bunch of new characters and new variations. This is cute. I don't know if I love it, though. Nah, I don't think I love it as much. It's still a 7, but I think that with a few improvements here and there, maybe this could be an 8 out of 10. Okay, Nozomi. I don't like her face. A little too big on her face. Like the eyes and the mouth specifically look too big for her face. Nah, I don't like it. It's like a 7 out of 10. No, not even. It's not even a 7. It's like a 6 out of 10, actually. Okay, Hikari. Now see, this looks a little better. She has a little pouty mouth right here. I like her hair a little better compared to the last one, Nozomi. Yeah, I think I like this a little more. Not by a whole lot. It's still a 7, but I very much prefer this over Nozomi. Natsu Band Renge swimsuit. I don't think we did this one just yet. No, we never did. The one horn, yeah, I love the hairstyle. Some of this wild shit right here. Big fan of that. The red over here, on the leg, on the arm. You're the badass, aren't you? 8 out of 10. Yukari, did we do this already? I mean, we did a Yukari before. I don't think I like it as much. But the outfit, though, the swimsuit variant. I like this a little more compared to her regular outfit. That much I will say. Between the swimsuit and then the top that she has on, the glasses, the hair ornament over here, the earrings. Yeah, I'll admit, it's pretty good. 9 out of 10. Ikkyo. I do remember this one. Well, the regular one, I mean. The swimsuit, on the other hand, I did not realize she has 2 tails. Wow. I did not know that. So I think, to be fair, the outfit that she had on, when we were looking at this, we only saw, like, the top half of her body, but not necessarily the bottom. So I didn't get to see whether she had 2 tails or not. So seeing this right now, wow. I will say it will bump it up a point. The swimsuit itself, yeah, I could work with this. It still carries the signature blue that she has. It's also another 8 out of 10. Okay, so now I'm assuming here, yeah, global releases right here. So from this point, so what we just saw is just whatever was considered global releases. So from here on out, it looks like whatever is going to be from then all the way up until like recently, it's going to be releases from other regions, whether it's Korean or Japanese. I don't know. I actually don't know, honestly. Maybe Korean, actually. So now we're just going to go check it out. Check out Ichika. So from here on out, it's brand new. A little plain for my likes. Though I think the art style does not help. It's a 6 out of 10. It's a little boring. And Thea, we did get a bit of a sneak peek on this one. Damn, look at her shoes, though. Oh my god. Look at that. She's made of gold? I don't know. She can't afford like all of the gold Jordans, so she has to get like, in order to get it for cheap, she just has to cut the the toe part out. I don't know why that's funny to me, but that's just seeing the way that like her footwear is styled. I just can't help but think that. Other than that though, stylistically speaking, it harkens back to her regular design, but it might be a little too flat. Just a teeny bit. I don't hate it though. I think that this would be a 7 out of 10. It could have been an 8 had there been a little bit more detail, but as it stands, it's a 7. Oh god, Hasumi has one now? Jesus Christ, I can't even imagine what she looks like. I can't imagine. Because we have seen her with this, and you know how I feel about that. Same thing with the sportswear, and you know how I feel about that. You definitely know. What does this swimsuit look like? Damn it, man! The thigh squish over here. The eyes. Although, okay, you know what? Maybe the eyes are a little distracting, especially with the way that it looks from here. I'm trying my best not to like draw attention to anywhere else, but given her figure and everything else, it's like it's so hard, man. 10 out of 10. A Nagisa. The outfit's good. I don't agree with the color choice here. It's one thing that it's like part of her outfit. It's another thing that the style changes alongside it. It's like a 7. It's a 7. The outfit's good. The color usage, different story. Mika. Yeah, it's cute. It doesn't have that much of a personality in comparison to what we have in the regular one. It's just a meh. Like, overall, I think it's a meh. Like, especially when looking back at her regular outfit, this one's more of a meh. So, it's a 7 or 6. 7. It's a 7. Kanoe. Ooh. Now, this is the design I can actually get behind. I love her hair, the way that it's styled. Looks a little wild. I love her eyes. Look at that. This actually looks pretty cool. Over here, the neck. I'm not so sure if she's like Frankenstein-like, but it does give off that vibe. And her outfit, real cute. I think that she might be a bit of a Frankenstein-like character. Not just because of the way that her neck is styled, but also the weapon that she has, especially like at the end of it right here. I want to say so. Let me see, like, do we have any history on her? A member of the Occult Research Society at Wild Hunt Art Academy, Kanoe explores the occult that resides in art due to her suspicious appearance and behavior. There's a good chance then. Eri. Oh, right, I forgot. 9 out of 10. I can't believe I forgot. So, Eri. Likely from the same club that Eri was in. Oh, likely. Well, yeah, well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Likely from the same club. I think because that I was introduced to that last character, this one looks slightly generic. Just slightly. The only thing saving her from a 6 is the hat. I like the style of the hat. The gun itself, the way that it's holstered. All right, you know what? That's cool. The bandages right here. She got some rings, the book, little hair right here. It's an 8 out of 10. Misaki swimsuit. Nah. Not a fan. It's a shirt, and then this could easily be mistaken for underwear, honestly. So, I'm not a big fan of this. 5 out of 10. Mio. Definitely new. Not bad, but I think I've made this argument before. Take the halo away, she doesn't look that unique. And especially in a club where it's nothing but the occult, this just doesn't look remarkable by comparison. So this is a 6 out of 10. Who you? Look, if you're gonna make someone a little generic, then have her look a little unique compared to the earlier one. This is actually far more believable if she was a part of the occult compared to the last one. Granted, it's still a 7, but I very much first believe this over the last one. Ritsu. I do like the jacket. Leaning close to a 6, honestly. It's not a bad design, but I think she's in the wrong club. Rabu. Wait, isn't she? No, she can't be in the same club, right? It's like in a different one. The Splash Helmet Gang. Whatever it is. I have questions, and I'm afraid of them being answered. So we're just gonna stick with this. Badass. Not fully, though, because there's been other badass characters that we have seen. She's on the lower end, but I do vibe with this. And as such, this is a 8 out of 10. Suzumi, magical. Oh, so a different variation of this? I'm shocked that it took this long. And I kind of wish that she did not get one. It looks so different in comparison to this. Like, bro, it's like I got flashbangs, man. And look, in terms of doing the magical girl aesthetic, I think this is probably the best interpretation you can get. But considering that you're using a character whose sprite looks stylistically different, I don't know. But I don't want to give it a low score is the issue, is because if you want to do a magical girl aesthetic, this is probably the best way to do it. But at the same point, it is so bizarrely out of left field, though. Considering the character that's using it. I think in this case, it kind of balances out to at least a 7 out of 10. Because I think that the differences are so large, and yet the magical girl aesthetic fits well. So I think giving it a 7 out of 10 kind of like balances everything out. I think so, at least. Reisa, we did react to her. Well, the regular one. Here? You know, the funny thing is, if we go back to her, she already has some kind of magical girl look to her. So seeing this doesn't really feel that different. Aside from the outfit, obviously. That said, though, I think I prefer this over the other one. How much exactly? I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. It is a step above, but I would very much prefer this. Only just a handful more so far. Subaru. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Not the greatest, but I do think that this does look kind of cool. And as such, this would probably be an 8 out of 10. Hey, Yakubo. Those are some unique pants. I will give them credit. These are some unique looking pants. I like the coat. Not so sure if I agree with the animal ears like so, but I do like the hat. I like the hair. The eyes as well, the shitting grin right here. You know what? I'll give this an 8 out of 10 as well. Finally, the last one so far, as of November 19th, 2025. There's a good chance that this will be outdated the moment this video goes live, but you know what? I don't care. Akane. Cute, but not my thing. I do like the little purse that she has, though. Coat. Yes. Like a 7. Just a big old meh. And that is all of the characters. And when I say all the characters, I really mean all of the characters. Honestly, going into this, it's like I don't even know what the hell to say, like to end things off, because I feel like that I've said everything that I've said with the last video, the last Blue Archive video. But overall, I'm just glad to just go back to this and just try to just finish up everything that I missed with Blue Archive. Even taking a look at some of the newer ones that haven't been released in global for now. But yeah, as mentioned before, if you want me to go and check out more characters in any other games that you want me to check, then let me know down below. And well, I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.